Hello and welcome to the Mr. Obvious Show. I am your host, Mr. Obvious. Let's take a call. Hello, Mr. Obvious Show.
Hello, is this Mr. Obvious?
Speaking.
Hey, Mr. Obvious, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Is that right? You've never called in?
No?
Well, I'll be doggone. Well, I'm glad you got through. How can I help you today?
Well, Mr. Obvious, it's car trouble.
Uh-oh.
Yep. I'm not real mechanical, and, whenever something goes wrong with my car, I usually leave it to a professional.
Always a good idea, caller. With computer systems on newer vehicles, there's not a lot that your average Joe can work on under the old hood. Air in the tires and fresh oil. That's just about the only things most drivers are capable of taking care of.
You said it, Mr. O. In fact, I'm due to get the air in my tires rotated real soon.
The air rotated?
Yeah, there's a guy here at the local service station who rotates the air in my tires every month for me. He's real fast and only charges me about $10. So, he can usually take care of it in the time it takes me just to go in the snack shop and get a candy bar.
Caller, about this rotating the air in your tires.
No, Mr. Obvious, that's not my problem. I just had the air rotated a few weeks back. I got bigger trouble, Mr. O. My car ain't running at all.
Well, that is trouble indeed. Have you checked your battery?
No, sir, Mr. Obvious. My car don't run on batteries. It's gas-powered.
Yeah, that's true, but you see...
Mr. O, I'm beginning to think that you know even less about cars than I do.
I can't quite imagine that, caller, but go ahead.
Okay, so, my car's got plenty of gas and freshly rotated air in the tires, but it still won't start. So I did the smart thing, and I called in a professional to come fix it.
Come fix it? You didn't have it towed in?
No, I didn't have to. I found this great place that makes house calls. They sent a couple of mechanics right over, and Mr. Obvious, they've been here for like an hour now, and they haven't fixed my car at all. I'm beginning to think they don't know what they're doing.
Well, caller, let me say first off, it's very important to only use reputable service people. Many car manufacturers recommend that you only use authorized dealers who specialize in your make of vehicle.
I'm way ahead of you, Mr. Obvious. I found a place that works on my kind of car, and that's why I chose them, but I swear they're just about useless. When they got here, they didn't even ask about my car. Their first and only concern was if I had cash to pay up front.
Well, that sounds suspicious. Typically, a good mechanic will give you a written estimate before beginning any work, but he wanted the money up front?
Well, no, not he, Mr. Obvious. She. That's the other thing I'm worried about. These mechanics are girls.
Now, caller, Mr. Obvious is a firm believer in equal rights. I don't think the sex of a person reflects on his or her ability to work on automobiles. You should be more open-minded.
Well, I'm trying to be, but these women don't look like they've ever worked on a car a day in their lives, Mr. Obvious. They got painted-up fingernails and fancy clothes, and they're all made up pretty like they're ready to go out on the town.
Well, that doesn't sound like a professional mechanic at all. I would think coveralls would be the proper attire. Are you sure you called a reputable service station?
Oh yeah, I got them out of the Yellow Pages, and the ad said they guaranteed my happiness.
And they specialize in your make of vehicle?
Yep. In fact, that's why I picked them. They not only specialize in my make, they specifically work on my model car, Mr. Obvious.
Mr. Obvious has never heard of that. What kind of car do you drive?
It's a 1988 Ford Escort. Yeah, so that's why I called the Escort Service.
An escort service?
Yeah, they said they guaranteed I'd be happy. So far, I'm pretty ticked off. I mean, they sent these two girl mechanics, and they haven't even set foot in my garage.
Caller?
Yeah?
Where are these women right now?
Well, they're in my bedroom. Can you believe that? Yeah, instead of going and looking at my car in the garage, they wanted to go back to my bedroom and just talk about car stuff.
Talk about car stuff?
Yeah. They asked me if I wanted a rim job. How do I know if I need a rim job, Mr. Obvious? It sounds like they're trying to screw me, doesn't it?
Well, caller, it certainly does, and you might have a point. You see...
Well, wait, there's more. I haven't even told you the whole thing. Even though they've never seen my car, they insisted that I need new tires. Yeah, we won't service you without new rubber, he said. It's the first thing out of their mouth. I'm ready to call the whole thing off, but Well, their price didn't seem too bad.
Yeah.
They said they'd make sure I got satisfied for only $200.
Huh.
I know a lot of these repairs could really add up, so it didn't sound too bad, but what do you think? Do you think they're overcharging me?
Well, no, that's not really the problem, caller. See, I think...
You think that they're underqualified, don't you? I kind of got that feeling when they were just talking the talk, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Don't even know how many cylinders I had, and yet they started talking about giving me a head job. I mean, a head job, that's a pretty big deal, isn't it?
Well, yes, a head job on a car can be quite expensive. But, caller, that's really beside the point.
Yeah, you're right. I know. The point is that these lady mechanics didn't know what they were doing. And they didn't even bring any stuff to work on them. They said they were going to grab my tool and go to work. Do you believe that?
Caller.
Now, frankly, Mr. Obvious, some of the stuff that they were saying, they were just lies. These girls were pretty petite, and yet they claimed they were going to jack me by hand. How are two skinny little ladies going to lift up a Ford Escort?
I don't think they intended to do that.
No, me either.
What they were going to do...
Oh, wait. Did I tell you about how they bragged about their ability to work on brakes?
Brakes?
Yeah, they seem real proud of how well they do brake jobs on cars, I guess. They claim that I'd get the best BJ I ever had.
Okay, caller, listen. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to play some music so I can talk to you off the air and explain what's going on here. Listeners at home, please stay tuned.
Intermission music.
All right, we're back on the air. Caller, do you understand what's going on now?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you going to do now?
Well, I'm gonna see if they'll give me a ride to an ATM so I can get $200. Thanks, Mr. Obvious. You're a lifesaver.
All right. Hello. That's the show. Thanks for listening. Join us next time on the Mr. Obvious Show.
Bravo. Bravo.